short time in God's Word. Today, January 7th, Genesis 18 and 19, Psalm 3, and Luke 7. And we're going to go to Psalm 3. It's a very interesting psalm by David when he's fleeing from his son Absalom. Now, that's a whole mess load of stuff as a result of sin and consequences that have led to that point in time, and you'll be reading about that as we go along in God's Word. Totally forgiven, totally clean conscience, and yet there's consequences, and he's living those out. And so what David gets right, and this is why he's called a man after God's own heart, because in the midst of pain and in the midst of despair, he's turning to the Lord. Notice verse 1. Lord, my foes increase. There are many who attack me. Many say about me, there is no help for him in God. Selah. Take a break. Just think about it. There's no help. Like, why are you going to God? Like, you're not going to get help. That's the way of the world. That could even be the way of fellow believers sometimes. God's not helping you. You need to take matters into your own hand. The world especially is going to say that. If believers are saying that, that's where you're like, no, that's not from the Lord. You're receiving a message and giving it to me that's not of God. Verse 3, here's what David knows. Here's what he says. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory and the one who lifts up my head. I cry aloud to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. So now here's the truth. God, you're a shield around me. You lift up my head. I'm crying out to you, and you're answering. This is truth. This is what we need. We need to learn in the midst of difficult things to repeat and rephrase, take for our own God's Word and implement it deep in our heart and in our lives. Okay, God, you're in control. Okay, God, I'm crying out to you, and I know you're going to answer. God, I thank you that you're a shield around me, right? He says, I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. Who can lie down and sleep in the midst of all that? Well, remember Jesus when he's with the disciples and they're on the Sea of Galilee in the storm and he's there sleeping? Why? Because he's at rest. He knows they're safe. They don't know. They just see the wind and the waves and the rocking and the water, and they should have looked at Jesus, and rather than, Jesus, wake up, they should have been like, well, he's not worried, so I shouldn't be worried, right? So I'll not be afraid of thousands of people who have taken their stand against me on every side. Rise up, Lord. Save me, O God. You strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. May your blessing be on your people. What a great thing for us to kind of take and think through and walk out and live out today. Okay, God, you've got this. Thank you that you go before me. Thank you that I don't have to live in fear, because salvation belongs to you, and you've saved. May your blessing be on your people. Till next time, keep growing, little by little.